Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Zen Zone Yoga. Today we will be doing a beginner level vinyasa class geared towards full wheel pose. So let me just demonstrate what that looks like real fast. This is my kitty Polo. He will be joining us today. So, full wheel, to get into it, you want your feet hip width apart, hands planted beside your head, and push up into full wheel pose. So in order to accomplish this pose, obviously it's a back bend, it's inverted. We will have to work on arm and wrist strength and hamstring or quad strength, So when you are ready, please join me on the mat in a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra in front of you. Close your eyes, and we'll start with some deep breaths. Today's class we'll be focusing on flexibility in the physical realm, but also in the mental realm. We need to, in order to accomplish this pose, learn to release our minds from the fear of doing different things and doing things that we don't typically do. For the full wheel, we're upside down, we're backwards, all these things that you may have never done before. And you need to adapt and overcome. Such is true in real life. So we can take this practice and learn from it. Learn to not be afraid. So when you are ready, open your eyes and go ahead and cross your legs at the shins. We're going to come into easy seated position. So cross your legs under your shins, feet under your knees. We're going to take our arms out to the sides. Breathe in and twist to the right. Breathe out. In and out. Back to center. Arms out to a T. We're going to twist to the left. Breathe in and out. Twist. Keeping a straight back. Now, to achieve balance, we're going to take our legs and cross them the other way. So opposite leg that you did have in front of the other one. Crossed at the shins, feet under your knees. Arms out to a T. Breathe in. Twist to the right. Breathe out. Straight back. Arms out to a T. Breathe in. Twist to the left. Breathe out. Good. Now come on over to a tabletop position. We're going to do some cat-cow. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Breathe in, cat. Breathe in, cow. Drop your belly to the mat, chin up. Breathe out, cat. Arch your back, chin to chest. Breathe in, cow. Breathe out, cat. Hi, little buddy. Breathe in, cow. Breathe out, cat. Good. Back to neutral. Now from here, we're going to come up onto our knees, straight all the way up, and we're going to go into a camel pose. So one hand at a time, drop back to grab onto your heels, chin up towards the sky. Try to pull your hips forward when you do this. We're trying to curve with the upper spine as much as we can. Open up your chest. And come on out. Good. So from here, plant your hands, tuck your toes, push your hips up and back into downward facing dog. And breathe it out. Let your head rock back and forth. Let gravity pull you down. Look forward. Breathe in, roll forward to high plank. Roll forward even more. Breathe out, lower down to the mat in one straight line. Controlled. Untuck your toes, push up with your hands, breathe in for cobra. Tuck your toes, push up and back with your hips into downward facing dog, breathe out. Look forward, walk to the front of your mat, land in Uttanasana forward fold. Breathe out. Come up to Urdhva Hastasana, arms all the way up over your head and breathe in. Try to do it with a slight back bend. And breathe out, forward fold Uttanasana. Breathe in, halfway lift onto your fingertips or hands on your shins. Breathe out. We're going to hop back into downward facing dog. So when you hop back, land with bent knees. Hop into downward facing dog. Breathe in, roll forward into high plank. Breathe out, roll forward even more, lower all the way down to the mat in one straight line. Untuck your toes, push into your hands, breathe in for cobra. Tuck your toes, push your hips up and back, breathe out, downward facing dog. Look forward, come onto your toes, bend your knees, and we're gonna hop to the front of our mats and land in Uttanasana. Breathe out. Breathe in, arms all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, slight back bend. Good. Okay. From here, come to about the middle of your mat. We are going to do a series of standing poses. So we'll begin by putting your left foot back at a 45-degree angle. Right foot forward about 2 to 3 feet. Arms, pelvis facing forward, arms all the way up, and fall down over your right leg. for pyramid pose. Release as far as you can over your right leg. Now we're going to do a transition from here. So lean forward over your right leg. Plant your right hand about a foot in front of your right leg. Bring your left leg up off the mat. Left arm up. Woo! And it's okay to fall out, as you can see. Bring your left arm up into half moon pose. Plant your left hand back down. Plant your left foot and come back into downward facing dog. Bring your left foot forward between your hands. Pivot your right foot to be at a 45-degree angle, pelvis facing forward. Lean over your left leg into pyramid pose. As far as you can. Doesn't need to be all the way down. Now, lean forward over your left leg. I'm going to back up a little bit. Put your left hand about a foot in front of your left leg. Bring your right leg up off the mat. Right arm up to the sky for half moon pose. And like I said before, it is okay to fall out. This is not an easy pose. Woo! We are just working on balance and strength here. But that's all yoga is, isn't it? It's a practice. And plant your right hand down. Put your right foot down and step back into downward facing dog. Okay, so we're in downward facing dog. Now from here, we're going to focus on our arm strength. So breathe in, roll forward into high plank. Breathe out, roll back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, high plank. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe in, high plank. Breathe out, downward facing dog. One more time. Breathe in, high plank. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Now from here, roll forward into high plank. Drop your knees down into a bear pose and hold. Go ahead and drop all the way down to your knees. Spread your knees apart, big toes together. Lean back over your hips into child's pose and breathe. Forehead resting on the mat. Pull your fingertips forward so this is an active child's pose. From here, roll forward onto your forearms. Come onto your bellies. Untuck your toes and push up into a sphinx, engaging through your legs. And then plant your hands where your forearms were and push up into a cobra. Now come back over your knees into child's pose, keeping your knees together. So now that we are nice and warmed up, come on over to your back and we are going to do full wheel. So come onto your backs with your knees bent. Keep your feet hip width apart. The biggest mistake people tend to make while doing full wheel is letting their legs fall apart. You want to keep your legs cinched together as much as you can to prevent injury. Also, a warning, before you do this pose, if you have wrist problems, this might be painful for you. This might not help your injury at all. So just be careful. If you cannot do the full wheel, go ahead and do a bridge instead, which is where you tuck your shoulder blades and come on up like so, interlacing your fingers, still working on cinching those legs together. So bridge is one option, or if you're ready, full wheel is the other, in which case you will plant your hands on the mat around your head, and at the same time you push up your hips and you push up with your hands to open your chest simultaneously. So when you are ready, push into the mat and lift yourself up into full wheel pose. Cinch those legs together. And drop it down. Good job, everyone. Now just lay here for a minute. Wiggle your hands, your wrists. And now we're going to bring our legs straight up into the air. Push into the mat with your hands and bring your legs up over your head into plow pose. Landing with toes tucked, legs straight on top of your shoulders. This is a really nice counter pose to a back bend. Now, use your core to controlled, bring your legs all the way up into a shoulder stand and hold here for a minute, using your hands for balance. And controllably lower your body down to the mat. Bring your knees to your chest and hug them. Rock side to side, massaging your lumbar spine. And drop your knees down to the right. Left arm out to a T. Right arm holding your knees down and look towards your left fingertips for a supine twist. Then drop your knees to the left. Same thing. Right arm out, look towards your right fingertips. And come back to center. Open your knees apart, reach your hands in between, grab the outside of your heels, and drop down into happy baby. Go ahead and rock side to side, massaging that spine. And then just be still in happy baby for a minute. And then one leg at a time, drop your legs down, tuck your shoulder blades, land with your palms up and close your eyes for final relaxation or Shavasana. And breathe. Deep breaths in and out. Continue on your deep breaths. If you're clenching your jaw, relax. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. If you're gripping your hands, release them. If you're flexing your feet, let go. And feel your body sinking down into the mat. Feel the earth holding your body. And just allow yourself to melt into it. Go ahead and breathe normally. And we'll reflect on our intentions that we set in the beginning of this practice, which was to be flexible and open to new things, new adventures, new experiences. Doing a pose like full wheel is out of the realm of normalcy for most of us. So to allow yourself to do that is to bring in a new experience and accept new things in your life. And we can translate that to the real world outside of the mat as well. Not all new things are bad. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's inherently bad. We need to be open to new things, new adventures. Be less rigid. Be more flexible in our thinking. Now come with me into a moment of silence in this Shavasana, in this final relaxation. Reflecting on how we can use these in our daily lives. Now I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you would like. But if you are ready to bring awareness back to your physical body, do so by wiggling your fingers and toes. Bring your arms up over your head, knees up, and fall into a fetal position. Then keeping your eyes closed, come on up to an easy seated position. Hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra, the mudra of gratitude. And bow your chin to your chest, sealing in this wonderful practice. You should all thank yourselves for joining me on the mat today to do something that you may have never done before. Allowing yourselves to try new things. It's really important in life to not get caught up in the mundane. Go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me here at Zen Zone Yoga. I can't wait to see you guys next time. I see your love and light through the screen. Namaste.